Hey guys, I'm going to walk you through your homework for week 2 of the Learn to Quilt series. At this point, you have 2 stacks of squares. One stack we're going to just leave 5" by 5". The other stack we're going to split each one in half so that we end up with 2.5 by 5". So just to go over that quickly, if you're doing a baby quilt, you need 2 piles of 24. So 2 stacks of 24 5 by 5" squares. If you're doing the lap size quilt, you need 2 piles of 60. If you're doing the twin size, you need 2 piles of 112. Okay, and we're only going to chop up one. The other we will leave as is. So to actually do your cutting, what we want to do is we want to take our square, our 5 by 5, and we're going to need to determine, is this directional or non-directional? Okay, and I would probably go through all of my squares here and I would separate the ones that are directional, but that's up to you, however you want to organize yourself with that. Just for myself, I can very easily, very quickly cut this in the wrong direction. So I try to kind of group things together so that I just get into a rhythm of the same thing over and over again. And that way, little less likely for a mistake, but you should have extras. So if you make a mistake, it's okay. But I'm going to demonstrate with this one first, the non-directional, because Santa, he's going in all directions. The hot cocoa, you can't see it because there's only one in this square, but it's also going in all directions. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my ruler, and I don't know if you can see the whole thing there. Hopefully you can. But this is the Creative Grids ruler. This one is 6" by 12.5. No, 6.5 by 12.5. So I'm going to use it. You can kind of, if I zoom in here, you'll be able to see how they're divided. The white circles are the whole inches, and if I flip it, you can see how the circles highlighted in black are on the 1/2 inch. So it starts with 1/2, 1.5, 2.5. So that's actually the line that I'm going to use for cutting these. I'm going to use this 2.5 inch line here. So I have my square, and I'm going to take my 2.5 inch line, and I am going to align it with the edge of my square. For me, when I measured, I need to measure to the outside of the peaks. And what I mean by that, if you look, let me grab a different color. If you look closely, these pre-cuts lots of times come with the pinked edges. And so you kind of have to determine where, going across your square, like what measures 5 inches? So is it from peak to peak? Is it from valley to valley? One of you guys kind of gave that description last week, which I thought was brilliant. But you need to determine, what are you measuring from? What is equal to 5 inch on your square? So for me, that's measuring from the outside of the triangle, outside of the peak here, to the outside of the block on the other side. So measure yours first and determine where that 5 inch hits. And then from there, you will know where to line up your 2.5. So I'm going to try to zoom in for you guys to get you a closer view here. And again, I'm just taking my 2.5 inch line, and this is demoing left hand position. I'll do that first, and then I'll rotate and demo in right hand position. And that way, either way, you'll know how to line up your ruler. So for lefties, we're going to have our ruler under our right hand and our blade in our left hand. And we're going to line up our 2.5 inch line to the outside of our square here. I also, just for good habit, I like to kind of line up one of either the top or the bottom of the square with one of the horizontal lines, just so I know that I'm keeping a 90-degree angle with each piece. It's just kind of a good habit to get into. So once you have yours lined up at 2.5, we're going to cut to the side of the ruler. So I'm going to take my blade, line it up with the edge of my ruler, and guide it against the edge of my ruler as I'm pressing down. That should cut. If we have a sharp blade, it's going to cut that. And now we have our 2 pieces, each at 2.5 by 5. Now, If you're using a directional fabric like this one, the bows go in both directions, like top and bottom, but obviously there's some direction side to side. And I want my bows on my quilt to kind of look like, you know, like they're in the, like they've been tied and they're kind of in the proper position there. So I want to cut along this line. I'm going to cut horizontally across. And that would be the same case for you. You would want to be cutting horizontally across your directional print, because this will be the, if we were to fold this in half, this is how we want it to appear on our quilt. If we cut vertically, this is how it would be positioned, which honestly, it's not the worst, right? It's not, wouldn't be terrible, but that's not ideal. So again, you're going to want to cut on the horizontal cut here. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to rotate this guy here because we're going to be cutting this way. And this time I'm going to work from a right hand position. So if you're a right-handed person, your ruler will be under your left hand and your blade in your right hand. So it's probably hard to see on the camera there, but I have the 2.5 inch line aligned with the side of my square, and I'm going to be cutting to this edge of the ruler. So again, I'm going to take my blade, rest it beside the ruler, press down, hold your ruler in place, make sure it doesn't slide, and that should give you a nice clean cut. And you have two rectangles that are 2.5 by 5. So you can add those to your stack. You'll do this process working through the entire stack of either 24, 60, or 112, depending on the size that you're making. Some of you may want to do a few extras just so you'll have some option if you want to be able to kind of mix things up as you're placing your different blocks when we get further along with the quilt. So some of you may want that variety or that opportunity, I guess it would be. So you may want to do a few extra just so you'll have a little bit to play with. So that's the cutting part of the homework. I'll do a different video showing you how to sew these together.